What's up YouTube? It's Ben, and in this video, we're gonna talk more about how to get clients. Hey guys, so I totally know I do a billion videos on how to get clients for your recruiting agency, how to lure them in, how to keep them, how to get their attention, all of that. But I really want to kill this point because this is one of the biggest, hardest parts of our business in recruiting. So I want to go over 6 ways that you can grab clients' attention and keep it. Number 1, preparation. Do your research. Understand your client's business. Understand your client themselves. Understand every facet of what you're going to offer them as a value proposition, what you think they need, what you know they need. Check out job listings they have. Understand their industry. Basically, just be prepared for anything. Number 2, do a little bit of self-role play. And what I mean by that is put yourself in your prospect's shoes. Not literally, but put yourself in their shoes metaphorically. Try to understand what their pain points are. Try to predict what they're thinking about on a day-to-day basis, knowing the intel that you know about their business, about what they do, and what they could be struggling with that you could offer that they could take. Number 3 is to use your imagination and develop a hook, otherwise known as like a lead magnet in the digital marketing world. Something that everybody wants, something that everybody could use, it's useful, but you want to really hook this client in. Something that they're going to really want out of you, and something that frankly they should be surprised to get from you. Imagine what that thing could be. Given that we work in a digital workspace in recruiting, your hook is likely going to be something digitally said, like a subject line or something in the body of your email. It might be a quote. It could be imagery. It could be something really out of the box that you say that shocks and awes them. Number 4 is going to be to test your hook. Now, you're going to be sending out tons and tons of cold email or connecting with hundreds and hundreds of people every single week, right? You're running things like Octopus, you're using Swordfish, you're using maybe Zoom Info, LinkedIn, Sales Navigator, Connections, yada, yada. We could go on forever about how you're talking to people. Test out that hook. And if the hook needs refining, fix it. Figure out a better way to get people's attention. Figure out what's working. A, B, C test things, right? Test hook A, test hook B. If hook B is getting way more response than hook A, then forget about hook A. It's useless to you. Utilize hook B, refine it, and use it way more often. Number 5 is going to be to enhance your credibility. All right, guys, I know this is a really tough one, and there's so many ways you can do this. And one of those ways is by pumping up your LinkedIn, making yourself completely optimized. Make your website optimized. Create an online presence that nobody can argue with. Make yourself look as spiffy as you sound, as good as your hook sounds. One of the students from my program just today told me he set a Zoom meeting with one of his prospects, somebody that he was going to work with and set up a ton of job orders with, and it was looking really, really promising. This prospect missed the Zoom call, but 10 minutes later, since he didn't show up, my student in my program went about finding his phone number on his LinkedIn, called him, and gained tons of credibility with the prospect. The prospect literally went out of his way to say, "You're a go-getter. Looks like you go and make sure you get things done. You went and found my phone number. You went and got in contact with me. Wow, nobody really does that. Nobody follows up like that." That builds credibility. Now, I know every story isn't going to go like that, and you can create credibility in a billion different ways, but that's one aspect of it. And showing your prospects that you have credibility in some way or another is a huge factor in them working with you. They don't want to work with Joe Schmo. They don't want to work with just anybody. They want to work with someone they know that they can rely on, that they can trust, and that's gonna get the job done. Making yourself memorable to a prospect is not that difficult. It just involves a few steps in order. So you wanna add your credibility to your hook and elicit an emotional response from your prospect. That's where the magic happens. Once you've got your prospect in an emotional state, that's when someone's gonna do business with you. That's when they're gonna remember you. That's when people buy. I'm sorry if no one's ever explained this to you, but people don't buy anything because of logic. People buy things out of emotion. They're feeling something. They think that they're gonna get something amazing, and they're incredibly emotional when they make a purchase. And they're thinking of something way down the line, the result, whatever's gonna happen once they do business with you or once they buy that product they're buying from you, right? So get them in an emotional state using the formula that I laid out, and you will most definitely be memorable to this prospect. All right, guys, I really hope you are registered for the webinar happening Thursday. Link in description of this video. It takes 5 seconds. Register. We'd love to have you there. We're going to go through exactly how to build a 6-figure side hustle in recruiting with just 2 hours out of your day while you're working your 9 to 5. On top of that, hit that like button if you got any value out of this video, as well as the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber, and the alert button so you know every single time I come out with a brand new video. Until then.